to Too Many Hats Podcast with your hosts with the most, Tony and Lavelle. Every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock That He. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. Too Many Hats Podcast. Good morning. What it do, my good people? Happy Tuesday on this beautiful Tuesday morning, man. This show host with the most, Tony Mays, Lavelle Salter. What it do, my guy?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, top of the morning.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, as Mr. Rogers would say. Uh, man, I got uh, what is he squeaking on his toy?
Hmm.
I said, what is he squeaking on his toy?
Oh yeah, he's stepping on his toes in his kennel.
Uh,
Mhm.
Yeah. So I wanted to this morning, man. I haven't even seen anything on this, but I know it's videos floating out here. Well, actually, I have seen something about this, but it's been a minute. Um, where a woman who was married actually received an inappropriate gift from I don't know if it was her boss. I can't remember if it was her boss or somebody to work with her or something. And the husband was like, "You should have gave it back. You shouldn't have accepted it." And she was like, "Nah, they gave me a gift. I'm taking it. What you mean?" So
Mhm.
the question today is: when dating or married or in a relationship, is there a such thing as an inappropriate gift? And if so, do you accept the gift or do you give it back?
Give it back.
Or just not accept it?
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
gonna say if you're married or in a relationship, you shouldn't be accepting gifts from other people. Good morning, Ron. You shouldn't be accepting gifts from other people. I mean, when I say inappropriate, I'm talking about appropriate gifts. So what do we consider inappropriate? I guess that would be the next question. What do you consider inappropriate?
mhm.
So if you're in a relationship or married, the next dude shouldn't be giving you no flowers. He shouldn't be giving you no jewelry. He shouldn't be giving you no sexual explicit type stuff like roses and toys. He shouldn't be giving
Mhm.
you clothes. So what can he give you? A damn card that say happy birthday. That's it. And that's all the card he can say happy birthday. My love always.
Mhm.
None of that.
Mhm.
And when you get the card after you read it, you better throw it in the garbage because you sure better not bring it home.
Well, like come on, so let's look at like you and Don's career. Y'all work corporate jobs. Like can't say Moni no more because she don't chunk them deuces. Uh, but like with Don, where she works at, she have a lot of vendors that bring in items, and she a gadget head, so they bring in all kind of stuff.
I ain't talking about
You
that.
name it, they bring it.
Yeah, I ain't talking about that though. Kamarka used to get all that kind of stuff too. They get her gift cards and all kinds of stuff.
Hmm.
So I ain't
They're
talking about
still gifts.
yeah, but I say inappropriate. Like you married, right? And the dude that like you at the
Hmm.
job sending you flowers. You don't think that's inappropriate?
Yeah, that's inappropriate.
And she bring the flowers home.
Hmm.
What you gonna say? Who gave you
Well, I
them?
remember.
Oh, this dude that liked me at the job. What you gonna say? Why you bring them?
Boy, I remember, man, when my dad was married to my mom, and this lady used to like my dad, and she got wind of that she was cooking him lunch. Boy, she clowned.
Man,
She
'cause
was
he
up
should,
on the job.
man. And for your daddy, he probably knew though. He probably knew she liked him though. She bringing him lunch, cause she wasn't bringing everybody lunch. She bringing him lunch. He probably knew. So yeah, he was wrong. He
Yeah.
was wrong accepting
Hmm.
lunch. He was wrong. Pop was wrong for accepting that lunch, man. Uh, but like my coworker now, if I cook something, hell, Monica can fix him a plate. He take this to Margaret Bridge, you know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
but it's
If it's
it's,
communicated, it's a different
yeah,
thing. But when it's
it
one of those things
depends
you
on
want to flip,
it depends on.
yeah.
But if I'm knowing to know that your boss like you at your job,
Hmm.
and your boss is sending you home with buying you jewelry, he buying you flowers, he buying you candy on Valentine's Day, and I no,
Hmm.
no, my guy, no, my guy. Like So first, I guess we had to establish what the relationship is.
Right.
So I think that's important. What the relationship is. The second thing is what's considered inappropriate between y'all as it relates to their relationship, if y'all dating or married. And once you've established those parameters, do you accept the gift or give it back? I'm gonna say don't even accept it where you ain't got to give it back.
Right.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna say. Like you shouldn't even be accepting the gift, period.
Well, I mean, even in still, if in fact that if my spouse or significant other can't know about what I have going on or what's going on, you you shouldn't even be approaching me with the gift. So if we ain't set no guidelines as to you know all this work husband and all this old bull crap, oh no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, cause some people, man, like there are some really naive people out here, right?
Right.
And you around here thinking ain't nothing. Oh man, ain't nothing going on. That's the way you think it. But the person
Mhm.
that's giving you the stuff saying, "Hmm, I'm yeah, I'm gonna give her this. I'm gonna give her that. I'm gonna give him this or that." He know I like him, so eventually he gonna cave in. What up, Keith? Eventually he gonna cave in.
Mhm.
So my thing is, I,
KJ.
I remember many years ago when I worked at the Pentagon.
Mhm.
There was a young lady that liked me out there. I knew she liked me, but I try to keep it as just friendly as possible, right? I don't,
Mhm.
man, like when it was my birthday, stuff like that. Man, the girl would show up to work with gifts, coats, watches. I'm looking at
Damn.
her like, are you crazy?
Right.
I can't take this stuff home, and I wouldn't take it home nowhere. I wouldn't even accept the stuff from her. I was like, man, I'm not trying to go home and explain this shit to Monica where I got a coat from or watch.
Mhm. Now was she married?
No.
Mm.
But and I told her, I said, man, you know I'm married, you know you crazy. What's wrong with you? But she
K-
was, bro,
KJ said she really
literally,
like you.
she did. And I used to tell her, like, Girl, you must be crazy.
Well, more than likely, uh, there was something that she's done before because more sometimes there's just patterns where people do stuff like that, and some men and some women are vulnerable like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Married and or not.
the part that got me was, and I told her this. I said, "What you think? I'm some kind of male whore that you could buy me away from my wife?" You know,
That's what it come up is.
so it was more offensive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Than anything. I was like, "What the hell?" You know, I'm like, "Man, I don't operate that way."
Right.
Man, look. So I used to be at work talking about motorcycle. Now I used to ride a motorcycle to work, right?
Mm.
Man, the bro said she'll buy me a new motorcycle.
Wow.
I'm looking at her like, you must be crazy.
Mm.
If I wouldn't take the coat, the watch, or nothing like the other shit, you think I'm gonna take a motorcycle from you?
Because it's gonna be some. It's you can take that motorcycle if you want to, because it's gonna come with something behind it. Because
It's gonna come with some smoke, bro.
on both ends.
It's a real smoke. So I wasn't even playing them games, bro. So
No, no.
I kind of looked up some stuff this morning, and it was talking about what gifts I consider kind of inappropriate. It is inappropriate gifts for married couples or for those dating can include sharp objects like knives or scissors, items with negative connotations, or gifts that are overly personal or neglectful, as well as items that could be seen as sexual or inappropriate for the context of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And so it said gifts to avoid, sharp objects. Okay. We know knives, seals, or any items that could be seen as symbolizing cutting off the relationship or bringing
Dang,
bad luck.
that's crazy.
Meaningless or generic gifts. I think them the kind that you should give.
Mm-hmm.
When you're talking about giving outside of the relationship. Meaningless or generic gifts. Gifts that are not thoughtful or tailored to the recipient's interest or personality can be seen as a lack of effort and care. Okay, that's depending on the relationship, then the context of the relationship, that's what you should be giving, right?
Right.
Um, it's not appropriate to take someone home cooked meals, especially if they're married. Woo. You know, Bill did talk about that.
Yeah,
His
we
dad
talked about that.
was taking them that lady's lunches. She was cooking him.
No, my dad wasn't taking them. Just some kind of way, because my my,
He
my,
went.
my
I
daddy
mean, he
my
was
daddy
eating them
worked
at work.
there.
He
You
went eating them
know,
at work.
now the lady worked there, but my dad and my mom, they had like some friends and stuff that worked there that they kicked it with. So one of
Oh,
their friends got
they
wind
was
of it and
snitching.
told my mom.
They was
Yeah, so
snitching.
she like she didn't even make no announcement. She was calling. She just pulled up.
Wow. No. Um. Next one is neglectful choices, gifts that are poorly chosen, cheap, or clearly not no thought put into it, can be hurtful and damaging to the relationship. And I guess that depends on if you're giving gifts inside of the relationship. I guess the meaningless or generic gifts too. So if I'm giving a gift to my spouse or a person I'm dating, of course it should have some meaning. It shouldn't be meaningless or generic. But we're saying outside of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Overly personal or intimate gifts without mutual consent. Gifts that are too revealing or that push boundaries can be uncomfortable and inappropriate, especially early in a relationship or just outside of a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Items with negative connotations, I think when you're talking about the gag gifts or stuff like that, or gifts that are insulting, uh, if you're gonna give somebody that outside a relationship or in a relationship, then why even give it if you just gonna be nasty with it?
Yeah.
Inappropriate accessories or clothing items that are too revealing, sexually suggestive, or that don't fit the recipient style can be a bad choice. Gifts that can be seen as sexually or harassing. So you don't want to put yourself in those kind of situations. So, and also gifts that are not appropriate for the occasion and gifts that are not practical. Good morning, Tanya. So these are some things, man, that you know are considered probably inappropriate or just gifts that we shouldn't be giving, or especially if we're trying to give something to someone in a relationship. Or but we're talking about outside. If you're dating or married, should you be receiving gifts? And if so, are the gift, what is considered what is considered an inappropriate gift?
Okay, explain.
Uh, that's what I was trying to get at. Mark just said, if you and your significant other feel some type of way about it, it is more than likely inappropriate. See, that's
Correct.
what I was trying to get at. That includes visits, conversations, phone calls. If it is a secret or you are hiding it from your booski, it's probably a no-no.
Yeah.
Exactly. Lavelle, you said the same thing. If you can't bring it home, if you gotta hide it, then it's inappropriate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Top of the morning, Joseph. Yeah, it's inappropriate, man. You shouldn't even, if it makes your mate feel any kind of way
Mm-hmm.
outside of norm, then you shouldn't be even accepting it. And even like what you and I talked about earlier, Bill, with like Doug get a lot of vendor, stuff from Vendor Monk used to get a lot of stuff. It could be vendor men and stuff that like these women that's bringing these gifts. You know what I'm saying? Where they might not thinking that, they thinking they just a vendor, but it could
Mm-hmm.
be. So I never just looked at it that way, because for one, I felt like if it ever came to uh her thinking, oh, he liked me, he giving me these gifts. Well, she, I got enough trust and faith in her that she gonna shoot that down anyway.
Right.
So, and if she don't, then that's what she was, she was about anyway.
Well, here halftime, man. Monica, I mean, Donna get somebody, get something for everybody in the house.
You gonna give it to me? I need something for my daughter, my son, my hubs.
Right.
Yep. Don't crack doors you don't want open. Do what
Mm.
you want done, as you will reap what you sow. Man.
Come on in here. You don't got your Bible out.
Ah, yeah,
Wow.
so you have to be very mindful of that stuff, man. Like just bringing stuff home, bringing these gifts home that are inappropriate, or if the person you're dating. So it's like this, okay? So you just say you're just dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your birthday came up, and then an ex that you dated remembered your birthday and brought you some flowers. I mean, how's the new dude supposed to feel that you date? And you like, it's just a flower. He just gave me some flowers, bro. What?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just can't see how that's not inappropriate. Good morning, Aza. I just cannot see. So when is dating or being married? When dating or married, is there such a thing as an inappropriate gift? So what do you consider an inappropriate gift? Should you accept the gift or give it back?
Mm.
I'm gonna say again, don't accept it. If you don't accept it, you ain't got to give it back.
So I'm gonna use for an example, and I won't use no names, but it's just a scenario. So somebody that I know was married to an individual. They separated, not together no more, but their children end up going to school together, so they knew of each other, and then all of them end up being cool, right? So that gentleman done went on with the other young lady. Of course, the other lady they ain't even together no more, but all of them got a relationship. They cool with each other. Can they give each other gifts?
let me make sure I understand what you're saying.
So the gentleman was married to a lady.
Uh-huh.
They not together anymore.
Right.
Move on
But
to
they had
another young.
mutual friends.
Right. They move on to he move on to another young lady. Find out that just by coincidence, this lady, these two young ladies, children end up going to school together. So they seeing each other all the time, and they frequent going to certain places, go out kicking and whatever. They cool. They all know each other. They know what's going on. So it ain't no hanky panky going on nothing like this. She doing her thing. They doing their thing. Can they give gifts to each other?
Why would they?
I'm just asking.
I'm asking. Why would they give gifts to each other? I'm no longer with you dating you. I'm dating somebody else. Even though we still our kids go to school, still mutual. Like, why would I still be giving you gifts? I'm just asking the question.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's why I
Okay,
asked, that's
so
why I brought it up because
so
not so much even the opposite sex. Can they receive gifts from each other? The two women.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if they but listen to this.
Hmm.
I'm the new guy you're dating,
Right.
right?
Hmm.
How does that look if you're no longer dating him,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
But our kids, my kids and their kids, whatever. I'm gonna look at you like, what reason would this person still have to give you gifts?
So what if that person get what if she gives them both of them gifts?
She, cause with I'm the type I'm thinking like this. You got ulterior motives,
Hmm.
cause I'm thinking we done moved on. Ain't no why you giving us a gift unless we moved away. We didn't establish a friendship and you and her didn't establish a friendship. Let's say maybe we got kids together.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? And so she was like, that's different.
Right.
Let's go back to what I said with the gifts. It says uh gifts or items that can be seen as sexual or inappropriate for the context of the relationship.
I
The
got you.
context of the relationship is the important part there.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
Ralph says take the gift and pass it on. Some people won't accept it back. That's why I said just don't take the gift in the beginning. Then you won't have to try to give it back.
Hmm.
Um, I only hope you receive a gift as a Christmas party, Secret Santa type moment. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It depends on the context of how you the gift giving and who's giving the gift.
And that's
So
kind of why I put that in there just to kind of see, you know what I'm saying? Because I've
yeah,
seen those scenarios.
it depends on the context of the relationship. So if I'm no longer dating a person, but we got kids together, and my kids always come over, you know, and my new boo know that, and then they've talked, and her and the girl have kind of established a relationship. They talk, they cordial, ain't nobody mean, and then she bring over a gift for both of us for Christmas. Man, that's different, you know.
Hmm.
She bring a housewarming gift, or we get her a housewarming gift, whatever. I mean, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's uh Joseph said this older lady bought me a Kobe magazine back when he first passed. I brought it home and told my wife, simple, no issue. Does it matter the person giving the gift? Yes. Hell yes.
Hmm. But keep in context, he said older lady, which they don't mean anything.
It don't mean
You
nothing.
know, there was no harm, no foul. But just some women, if it's just a woman, period, age or
Yeah.
not, what the hell?
I'm gonna go back to what I just said. It
Hmm.
depends on the context
Right.
of the relationship
And the intent,
and the intent
the
behind it.
agenda behind it.
The context of the relationship and the intent behind the gift that was given. So
She
I
didn't want
think
none of that.
that's when,
She
like
didn't want none of
Monica
that black
said,
mama from me. She didn't want none of that black mama from me.
I think that's when it goes back to what Monica said that um, if you and or your significant other feel some type of way about the gift, then more than likely it's inappropriate.
Hmm.
Period.
Hmm.
If I'm dating you and I feel some kind of way about the gift that you just got or somebody trying to give you, it's inappropriate.
Hmm. I
And if
get
you come back and say, you just shallow or you insecure. I ain't trying to hear that.
Right.
I'm not trying to hear that. Question. What's the question?
Mm.
Man, Ralph, I'm finna send you, Ralph, I'm finna send you a invite to join the live. I'm finna send it to you. Now, whether you can get on or not, but I'm gonna send it to you.
He done took it a whole nother route. Can divorce couples, we trying to start a fight. Can a divorce couple show appreciation for the other spouse? Can you get them a Mother's Day, Father's Day gift? We
Woo. He just, boy.
well
Mm-mm.
here again, man. I've seen a lot of unnormal situation that a lot of times you don't see in our community the way folks make mature decisions and be mature about certain things. So it's all about the context of what you got going on in your relationship. Do I necessarily agree with it? I may not. But if y'all cool with it, do y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? So
But that's what I just said.
yeah,
If if you or your mate are uncomfortable with it, then it's a problem. But if y'all not
yeah.
uncomfortable about it, then hell, it ain't none of my business.
Hmm. What's up, Cat? The cat said life goes on when you move on.
Yeah. Well, and if that's how you feel, and your mate or spouse feels the same way, great.
Yeah.
But you saying life goes on, but if your mate saying, yeah, but you receiving gifts from your man that you used to be with,
Yeah.
I would be uncomfortable, Ralph. I'm just gonna say this. I would be uncomfortable with with Monica receiving a father's or mother's day gift from her divorced ex-husband. Not that she has, I'm just saying if that was the scenario. Like I would be uncomfortable with it. Now, if they had kids together and the kids came and gave her a Mother's Day gift, that's different. But he shouldn't be coming over here delivering no Mother's Day gift.
Mm. So that is a segue because that is the mother of his child.
But they ain't got the mother, the kid. It ain't his mother.
True.
You better buy a
He,
gift and say it's from the kids. And when she opened that gift up, it better not be something that like something he would give her as opposed to what the kids would give her. He come in and get her a Mother's Day gift and it's a rose.
I mean, I just don't know what you give for, Mother's Day roses.
A rose.
Oh, you talking about the tour? Oh, hell no.
It's talking about this from the kids.
It went over my head.
And you talking about this from the
You didn't
kids.
say some rose, you said a rose.
It's talking about it's for the kids. From the kids. Man.
Like, you crazy as hell.
Man, I'm gonna call. Look, he gonna get a call from me. Man, nigga, what is
Yeah,
you
that's gonna be
doing?
way out the way.
What is you doing, my guy?
Man, what?
Oh my God. Joseph, that was a good question, Ralph.
Hmm.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Who sent you this one here, Tony?
Huh?
Who sent you this one?
Monica Mays.
Uh, I wasn't sure.
And it might have been a video that went with it, but I don't know. I don't like. We
Mm.
don't even need the video because this. I do some stuff, man. You don't need a video to play to give it can drum up enough because I don't care. Oh shit, we got a guess. Man, we got a guess. We got a guess. Now, come on, Ralph. Talk
But it's
about
good.
it. Talk about that question you just that
Yeah,
answer.
you swung with that one, Doc. Yeah, give us some context to that.
Well, a lot of times you have people that can act civilized and they once they've been divorced or what have you. And sometimes you just have a genuine appreciation for who you have children with. And you can make it through that rough period of separation or what have you. And let's say 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years down the road, you can reflect and like that. I still ended up with a winner. Man, it's Mother's Day. Man, dang. Hey, you mind if I, you know, do do something good for my kid's mom, or just a card or something, or a little $25 or what have you? You pay
Right.
child support. It's still she good with me. I'm good with her. I've been with you the whole time. What's wrong with appreciating your children's parent? Other
But the key to that is, well, look what you just did. You did a check-in first.
Who?
Yeah.
You did a check-in with your girl. Say, hey, is it cool? I didn't just go out there and spend, $150 on my
Oh,
ex. Yeah, you did a
yeah,
check-in first. You saying, hey, babe, is it cool? We good over here. I want. She might be like, yeah, let's go get her something. Or she might be
right,
like, why you want to do that? And
right,
then when
Mhm.
you explain like you just, hey, well, look, man, look, she good people. Boom, I don't have no ill feelings, and look, I just want a $25 car. And she said, yeah, that's cool. But there has to be. I guess the key is what do you guys feel? Both of you guys feel comfortable with. If
right,
it's something that's gonna unnerve me or unnerve my wife, then I'm not gonna do it. If it's something gonna put a strain on our relationship, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah,
so I guess that's why I said, you can't, and it depends on the context of the relationship that you still have and the type of gift that you're trying to give or receive.
right.
Mhm.
Because I'm not gonna put like Marka can't come in the house right now with a negligee that she just got from one of her vendors.
No,
What? The vendor gave, wait a minute, who is this? A man or a lady?
Right.
true.
And
Even
I
for the
feel
ladies
bad for
nowadays,
them.
these ladies slick, Doc.
But that's what I'm saying. At that point, I don't really care if you come in with it. That's an inappropriate gift for me.
Right.
Right.
Mm,
So that ain't something that I'm willing to for you to have be accepted from people. Now
right.
she done came in, man, the 30 years she been working, she done came in a lot of time with man. She came in one time so many gift cards and stuff. I ain't asked no question cause guess what? I'm finna eat off them gift cards.
Like what?
I'm
You
finna
gonna
eat
go
off
to Outback and shit is everything. Really
them.
like
I'm finna eat off them Visa gift cards or whatever too.
yeah.
So
Do I
I
need a hat?
wasn't tripping. Man, it was time like
That man stupid.
time she came home with flowers.
Yeah.
And I ain't who gave them? One of the vendors.
But I
But
liked it what you brought up, Ralph, because of our culture and our community, you know, it be so much stuff that go on. You know, either you got married too early, or y'all had a misunderstanding. Y'all end up just having children, and your folks made y'all get married. You know what I'm saying? And to go back and try to right that wrong or just uplift that person, that ain't heard in our community like that. We just keep
mm,
on pushing on, push the shit up under the rug, and keep on going.
Right.
And that's a very healthy thought process. And I'm sure it has been done. But
right.
then you gotta understand, are those two mature individuals that's gonna be able to allow that to happen? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's a good segue.
Right.
Yeah, I think like that was a hell of a question because it did open up like, damn, okay.
It changed the whole dynamic of the question
Well, it,
of
it
the
didn't it didn't
scenario.
necessarily change the whole dynamic of it, but it did add like an element to it that you got to really think about when you're
Right.
talking about past relationships. Because
Hmm.
even though I'm dating somebody new, I could like, but then you got to have some communication, man, with the person that you with now.
Oh
Right.
yeah, most
Because
definitely.
if you're not communicating properly, there's gonna be, it's gonna be some questions back in the head. Well, why are you still? If y'all like Kathy said, life goes on when you move on. So
Mm.
you shouldn't be stuck back there still thinking about what gift I'm gonna give her, what gift I'm gonna give him, and you the so-called moved on with life,
Yeah.
right?
That.
So as Monica says, if certain advances are shut down immediately, you could avoid unnecessary things later, like cheating. Don't put yourself in a position you accept the inappropriate gifts, and then bam, the question is, what are you giving the giver for them to be so comfortable with giving you the inappropriate gifts in the first place? Are you entertaining the giver? Did you give them a reason to gift you? Oh shit, man.
Ooh, They go back to the coats early in the old job.
Man, the broad brought a coat to work and a watch, and I'm like, what the fuck? What? Are you crazy? That ain't something you just give a coworker a coat, a watch, like you must
No.
be crazy. Yeah,
Well,
you know,
you know, were they? Did they look like us, or were they of the European descent?
no, like us.
Oh wow, yeah, that was totally off base.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because normally that's man, Ralph, I like you, but a lot of times it would be the other persuasion that do
yeah,
stuff like
it
that.
do. But my question to her was, who do you think I am that you can buy me away from my wife with gifts? Like a fucking coat and a hat. I mean, a watch. Like, who do you think I am that a coach and a coat and a watch could buy me away? like,
Mhm.
like that's some stuff that women are on nowadays. Like, he can do this for me. He can buy me this and give me this and what?
That better be a
To me,
company
to,
retirement
to,
gift.
to me, I think you're a very shallow person if you have that kind of mindset.
Mhm. Mm.
And like Ralph, you brought up, well, accept the gift, give it and give it away. But like Monica said, if I accept the gift and I know that the person that like me, I'm kind of entertained a little bit because I accepted the gift and I know this person like me, even though I don't like them. I'm just gonna accept it because I don't want to be mean, but I'm gonna go give it away to somebody.
That's dangerous.
That person, they could be on something else.
Yep. You want you to accept that gift, Doc.
Here's an example. I used to work at Verizon, right?
Mm,
And I don't know her exact age. Let's say she's about 72, 73, right? Uh, Asian or Chinese woman. This is the month of December. She came in, she bought a phone, she wanted her own line, get off of her brother's stuff, but she didn't have like a PIN and account number. So we went through that whole rigmarole. It took about almost a whole day. The next day, she came back. She did a grandma with the 20 in her hand, like $200. I said, ma'am, I can't accept that. You will accept this. Ma'am, I can't accept that. You will accept this. She drops it on the floor. I had $200. Okay. She wanted the account switched back, right? Because her brother talked. Switched it back. She came back the next day, another $100. I kid you not. Ma'am, I can't accept it. You can't give me this money. All right. My assistant manager, go ahead and take it, man. She's not gonna take no for an answer. Okay, now I got 300. Okay. Right before Christmas, she blesses me and that assistant manager. Dark Hennessy, Cavassier. I still got the bottle, as a matter of fact, of the Hennessy. Cavassier and some Polo cologne and some cool water cologne. Throwback. Ma'am, I can't accept this. She walks out of my store. Assistant manager said, hey, man, what are you going to do with it? Exactly what I re-gifted it. I kept the cash. Re-gifted everything else. Kept the cash. Now, when I get home, how was your day? Oh, the guilt is in me.
right.
The guilt is in me. Now, do I tell my lady, Hey, I done made about $300 something. I got 2 bottles of cologne, about $100 something worth of liquor. I talked to you for a second. I had to sit down and explain it.
Explain the whole situation.
Explain the whole thing. And she said, well, why didn't you cut her off at the $200?
See?
I said, I tried. She kept coming back. Every time I did a good gesture, she doubled down. No, like, hey, what's up, Miss Lady? Nothing like that. I was like, why is this Chinese lady blessing me like this? I just took it, honestly, I took it as God. Because I didn't solicit. All I did was job. You get what I'm saying? He sent it to me. I haven't seen that woman since I left Verizon.
God sent you some Cavassier and some dog.
Her water the wine. He
Man,
said it was water.
I'm through over here.
I don't Tennessee. I don't know why that kept coming to me.
Hey, y'all. God sent Ralph some Cavassier, some Hennessy, some Polo Cologne, and cool water, and $300. Did you pay tithes?
Y'all keep the party going.
Did you pay tithes?
What was I to do?
I'm so bad, y'all. Boy, you can't make this stuff up, bro.
I couldn't. All I know is that she kept doing that little fan thing. Got the little money right there, the little clip right there.
Morgan said, you were too darn nice, Ralph. Accepting something inappropriate. You open the door, shut it down immediately. You keep your significant other from tearing the club up.
Got a hell of a
yeah. Like the song says, I'm not crazy, bitch. I'm psycho. Don't play with
me. Wow.
That Christmas wasn't too bad.
Hey man, you look, it's time to clock that tea. Let's clock that tea with our girl Queen Watkins, man.
Good morning. Y'all know what time it is. Put them phones down, fingers up. It's time to clock that tea with your girl Queen Watkins. I hope y'all
Uh-oh.
Y'all know it's time. Have y'all seen the news story of the 3 teenagers that planned on unaliving their mom because she disconnected the Wi-Fi? Yeah, I said that correctly. 3 teenage girls that planned on unaliving their mother because she disconnected the Wi-Fi. Let's talk about it. All right. There was a 14, 15, and 16-year-old girls that sat together and plotted on unaliving their mother because she disconnected the Wi-Fi. So they done went downstairs and got knives. I don't even know if these folks got stairs. They went somewhere and got knives. Yeah. And then chased their mama through the house with those knives. Now, grandma got in between and she was trying to stop them from getting to the mom. But they didn't push grandma to the side. Like, grandma, this ain't got nothing to do with you. So they chasing their mom, which is very diabolical to me. Like, over the Wi-Fi, though, like she had to have some type of reason to cut that Wi-Fi off. Y'all seem like y'all are menace to society. I'm just saying, the neighbors got on the news and they were just like, the police are here frequently. They're at their home frequently. So some gots to be going on. But from the news feed, they did not say that mom said or did anything to antagonize these girls to do such a thing to them. Literally, it was because she disconnected the damn Wi-Fi. And they probably needed it to be disconnected, how this story is sounding. But let's continue. So mom ended up being able to get out the house. They didn't chase mom all the way to the street. One of these girls then picked up a brick and threw it at her mom and hit her in the head with the brick. It was dead serious. Did dumber, and dumbest think about if y'all unalived her, Who gonna pay for the Wi-Fi? Y'all trying to unalive the person that cut the Wi-Fi off. What you think gonna happen if she not here? Did y'all think that through? Did y'all really y'all was just mad in your feelings, coming up with dumb stuff to do? These girls are now charged with aggravated assault.
Wow.
Thank God that the mother is okay as well as the grandmother. But one thing for sure and two things for certain, my name would not be what it is if I allowed those girls to come back into my home. Baby, this lady wouldn't even be able to sleep at night.
Right.
She wouldn't even be like, she have to look over her shoulders every second. Daughters are not, judge me or not, I don't give a damn. They would not be welcome back into my crib. You take them. You got a problem with it? You take them. You let them come over your house. Just make sure you don't disconnect that Wi-Fi. Because if you disconnect that Wi-Fi, they probably do the same way, right? All right, y'all. That's all the tea that I have today. Make sure you tune in to 2 Men and Hands Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. sharp. Don't forget to stay tuned for your girl, Queen Watkins. Clock that tea. Y'all, we have 4 days. 4 days. Don't wait till the last day to get your ticket. If you wait till the last day, that's fine. It's going to be $5 more. Y'all know we be wanting them discounts. So go ahead and get your tickets now while they're $25 before you get to the door. Y'all, we are going to have an amazing time. And we want to see you there. Be there or be square. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.
I knew I said human nature is to feel flattered when given a gift. There are circumstances when it's better to just take the gift and explain to your significant other what time it is, as long as it's a one-time deal. Mel said, yep, that was pushed the grandma down, very disrespectful, Bitcoin with the brick though. Baby, this is such a sad situation. That's super sad. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Mel said it's going to catch up with all 3 of them honor thy parents so you can live long on this earth. Ephesians 6. Come on in, scripture. Come on in, first lady, somebody, a church
Evangelist.
evangelist. Okay. Let me put this up right quick. I got to get out of here, but Lavelle and Ralph, y'all take it on, man, and
Okay.
for the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna leave you Ralph in good hands with Lavelle, man. I got to dip out here. I got to get up to appointment. So, but I got to get out of here, man. So I'll holler at y'all later.
No
All
doubt.
right.
Be careful, man.
Yep.
So Ralph, man, you ain't gonna be able to come down and kick it with us, man. You see what we talking about? This is our 1-year anniversary of 2 Men and Hash podcast. So we are meeting and greeting some of the individuals that has been following us since we started this situation. We're gonna have a live panel with single individuals, single male and female, talking about the living single in the 21st century.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be very, very cool. And just grown folks, individuals talking about stuff that a lot of times we just don't talk about. So that's what it is. Y'all go ahead and get y'all tickets. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have the whole readers on deck, and the mimosas. My niece Tay, she's gonna be serving up the drinks. We're gonna have some when the food and stuff gone and drink gone. It's over. It's over with. It is what it is. Hey, we there for a good time, not for a long time. Hello, somebody.
How
So
long is
yeah.
it?
So yeah, that's dead on it. So I want to go back to this situation with these children, with these teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, with these reels and stuff like that, we only get a snippet or tidbits of what actually went on, and likewise. So evidently, man, it's some more history to what we was able to see, or what Queen was able to see and share with us, because there is no way on God's green earth that just over the Wi-Fi this situation happened. This is something deeper than that. These children are out of control. When you say so, Ralph?
Yes, I think the Wi-Fi was the tipping point where they finally said, "I don't care no more."
Right.
That was the tipping point. Something has. Well, think about it: Wi-Fi and a brick,
Right.
or Wi-Fi and let's jump mama.
Mm-hmm.
That don't add up on jumping mama.
No.
Jumping mama.
Mm-hmm.
But and the 14-year-old, the youngest one, followed along with it. No, something else is going on. Because generally the baby ain't down for nothing like that.
Right. That's another segue. Yeah, absolutely.
So that it sounds like some middle child stuff.
Yeah. And then for all of them to all be on the same wavelength, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To go along with what they're gonna do, but with their mom.
Right.
No, and see, a lot of times, and Tony, he'll tell you when it comes to these reels and stuff like that on these certain situations. Sometimes I be like, is this stuff fabricated?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
just trying to get some likes because anybody, if you got a profile where you can get paid, you can make a check.
True that.
So
more shocking the better.
Right. So hey, you get a good story going, you know what I'm saying, and get you a check, and it is what it is.
I had heard about that last week sometime about that. So when she brought it up, I was like, oh, there's somebody else heard about that too.
Mm-hmm. Monica said, I agree with you. It's got to be deeper than the Wi-Fi. The disrespect started before then. Absolutely. That's all I'm saying. Because please, man, I wish, man, look, come on.
I wonder what type of students they are.
That's all of that plays a part with me because like they sound like some of these hood ratchet type cheers. That's what they sound like to me. I hate to stereotype them, but I'm just saying what it is,
The type that overtalk their parents,
right?
Their neck like this.
Yeah,
that
us
grown men can't handle for very long. You gotta always have a female in the room to handle that little girl.
Yeah.
Please talk to me like that, little girl.
Yeah,
talking about one of those.
Yeah, absolutely.
What they sound like.
Absolutely. Rodney said those girls were disciplined by having the Wi-Fi turned off, but they wasn't accepting the punishment. We are the fathers. Where are the fathers? Yeah. Well, that's that scenario right there, man. That's a whole nother podcast, a whole nother segment as far as where the fathers, because
they might have been at Big Mama's house.
Ain't no telling.
It said grandma was there.
True that. They could all been living at Big Mama house, at Grandmama house.
Yep.
So yeah, you got a point there. So yes.
So they're definitely.
Then I would like to know how old the mama is. Because nowadays, mama be young. It ain't like it was when mama was a little older.
Let's say she at least 32.
Yeah, at best.
We hope she at least 32.
Yeah. Because these were stair steppers. She said they were 14, 15, 16.
Right. So yeah, hopefully she's close to 40 something, 50.
Because that thing was thanging.
Yes, consecutively. Bing, bing, bing. That ain't even blended. That sounds natural.
Mama said, let Tasia, our boys come in me with a knife. They better end the first time, because baby, you already know what it is.
So, and that be the one that comes home with your son.
Right.
And you're like, what? You didn't know that? You didn't do your research?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a bad little situation.
Yeah, I ain't going with it, bro. I'm sorry. No. But like I said, maybe so much stuff going on in our culture and our community. Nothing now, man, nothing catches me off guard anymore.
Right.
Folks doing any and everything now. It's crazy. You be like, are you kidding me?
Seems like it's for shock value though.
It is. I be like, man, come on, man, y'all crazy. Ain't nobody did that. But every day is something different. But did y'all see the story of the four girl teenagers in the car drunk? They said they was going like 116 miles per hour and all of them got through out the car.
Ooh, I missed that one.
Yeah, it just happened day before yesterday in Houston.
All four
of them got through out the car.
Dang.
all of them was inebriated, so nobody could. So the number one, the person who should have had a designated driver. You know what I'm saying? She didn't even been driving.
All of them dead.
All of them dead.
Wow.
Well, I think one of them lived for a little while and she eventually passed.
That's the one they charged.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, charged.
Somebody got to be smart.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So like I said, man, don't nothing even like. I'd be like, man, you can't. Some of this stuff you can't even make up.
And it be in some of the smallest towns.
Yeah. Yeah.
They say the large cities, some of the large cities ain't got nothing over the small towns.
And first of all, my mama ain't running from nobody. You talking about some running, bang bang. Talking about they were running behind her. Now y'all was, I was running from my mama.
Imagine that. Yeah, they chasing their mom.
Man, no. And like Tony said, they think it's cute. Man, please.
Somebody egged them on, or they didn't seen it before. That's just not just something that you just. I don't know. I mean, yeah, we've all mumbled under our breath.
Oh yeah. And she
You
still kind of heard this some kind of way. What the hell you say?
Right.
I ain't saying nothing. Yes, you did.
So when did she stop doing that back to them, checking them?
Right.
That they felt tough enough. Man, let's get mom. When did they feel that part?
No, man. Oh, some Wi-Fi? So your phone, so I guess evidently she had their phones restricted, but it wouldn't work without the Wi-Fi. That would have sounded like to me.
No Snapchat.
No TikTok.
No 2 men in a hat.
I should have had you on horn ready for that, Rap. I wasn't ready.
Where they at? Somebody beating on your window talking about, I can't see you.
Oh, right.
Podcast.
Honestly, what morals and values were they taught? They went to evidently none look like to me. Monica said it's sad, but I don't get too surprised about nothing no more. We used to be able to tell who did what depending on the incident. Now everybody doing everything. Yep, race is not a factor or nothing else, man. That's the end of the show. That's it right there. That's the closing remark.
That's a summary and everything.
Man, I swear to God.
Make sure she get all the credit.
Man, look, we're gonna leave it up there for a minute. We're gonna let that marinate. Let that sit in simmer for a little bit.
Highlighted. That was a good comment.
Yeah, that's the first lady of the house of the.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Tony's wife, Monica.
Okay.
But yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. Like, man, these children, man. I always say I don't even know if it's any hope. Rodney says, I know it's a different show, but when my sister used to argue with our mom, me as her brother could get her to stop. I can get my nieces and nephews to act right, and the children on my wife's side of the family. This one is missing in the household. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Right.
Yes, sir. I was gonna do that. I was gonna make sure I said that, Tony. Once we get ready to close out. Most definitely, man. Ralph, you came right in and kicked off, baby. So we appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, Ralph, for being our special guest.
Anytime. I'll be more than willing to.
So what type of work do you do now, Ralph?
I'm a territory sales manager.
Okay.
Go into the Walmarts and we cover their phone division. Their phone.
Okay.
So I cover like 4 different towns or little cities in eastern or western Iowa.
Okay.
Yeah.
You own up there, Doc.
I stumbled into it.
Wow. Okay.
Just that Verizon background helped me get to that. So do a little bit of traveling, but it's not too much. It's maybe 2 times every 2 weeks.
Okay. You know Tony from the military, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We did basic together.
Okay. Okay. And what? So y'all called them Tennessee. What did they call you?
What we was called the Trouble 5.
I know, but what did they call you individually? They called him Tennessee. What did they?
FALK.
That's what they called you.
Yeah.
What did that mean?
That's my last name's Faulkner.
Okay.
Falk.
You did. So they called you Falk. Okay. You did.
Yeah.
I thought it was some kind of acronym or something. I don't know.
Mays was a beast in basic training, boy. Have him show you that picture.
Yeah.
He was a beast.
Yeah. He said, Monica says, the black folks in Iowa said, yeah, him.
I live in Nebraska actually, but yeah, there's a lot of black folk in Iowa. There's a lot of black folk. It's mostly in the middle of the state though.
Gotcha.
Around Des Moines and Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, over that. So that'd be more mid east or middle part of the state and the eastern side. Council Tucky over here. That's Council Bluffs they call it, but they mess with their cousins, so we call it Council Tucky.
Okay.
They don't have a big population, but you got a lot of blacks from Omaha that move over there because the cost of living is a little less expensive.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So no, but we only 12.8% everywhere, dog. We really we're a reflection of the country as far as that black population is concerned.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Well, man, it's been a great show again. Like Tony said, man, thank you for jumping on, man, and giving us a different angle with the question that we had. We don't know if this is going to be a part 2 or not. I don't think it needs one, but I guess it's understood that you all need to have a conversation when it comes to gifts.
Yes.
You and your significant other, and if you all are hiding things and not communicating, then that's already a problem.
Right.
So it is what it is. So Ralph, normally I would pray and close us out. You mind praying and closing us out?
Okay. Let me see if he got me. Hold on, let me call him, see if he's busy.
He's on the main line. Tell him what you want.
All right, dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for allowing us to get together today. First of all, we thank you for blessing us to wake up today, Lord. We thank you for being a protector over us during the night, Lord, and just give us another opportunity to get together, Lord. We ask that you watch over all these young men, all these men, all the visitors on the live, all the guests. Just watch over our cities, bless our spouses, our family. Just let everybody have a great day, Lord, and keep them safe, Lord. Watch over our country, Lord. Bless our country to be a better country, Lord. Bless that president, Lord, to make better decisions, Lord, that we can all agree on, Lord. Guide him through his decision making, Lord, because it's going to take you to help him do what he wants to do and don't want to do, and what he should do and what he shouldn't do, Lord. We ask you to watch over him, give him a sound mind, a better mind, Lord, and protect him, Lord, and as our leader of this country, Lord. Even if we don't like him or do like him, Lord, I ask that you do that for us, Lord, and help us as a country. Lord, give us the strength to carry on and continue this fight. These are all the blessings we're going to pray in your name. Thank God. Amen.
Ralph, you the man. We're going to have you on once a week. Man, it's been a ball, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your host with the most, Lavelle Sauter, Tony Mays, and our special guest, Ralph Faulkner. We jumping off, and your girl Queen Walkers. We're clocking the T. We see y'all in the morning, man. Same bad time.
Same bad channel.
We out.
I'll let you, boy.
Thanks, much love, boy.
The 2 Minute Hats Podcast with your host with the most, Tony and Lavelle, every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock That P. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. 2 Minute Hats Podcast.